but she wanted a wedding ring.
And that's where the problem starts. Hi neighbors, what's up? How are you doing today? I'm talking very loud and projecting, but actually I'm really tired. Hannah is already off to school and you may hear some clinking of plate in the background. It's not me, you're not hearing things, it's actually everybody here.
Good morning, neighbors.
So the missus, Leila. Leila, say hi.
Hi.
Say hi, Zahra. And Eden and Ava. Say good morning. Edie, say good morning. Edie, say good morning. Ava, say good morning. And they're eating some cereal. Eden don't like her bed. Tell them why, because maybe you know.
I think our bed is just more comfortable than her bed, even though sleep in her bed. After a couple hours of sleep, literally like 2 hours of sleep, she will get up, she will toss, she will turn. Then she comes into our bed and she spends the night there pretty much till morning.
Right.
But she, I don't know, she just unsettled in her own bed. Meanwhile, Ava sleeps
Sound.
right through the night in that same bed.
Edie, why don't you like your bed?
Yeah.
Oh? Really? You lifting it out?
I say, she had this big laugh.
Tell us why you don't like your bed.
Let me hear it again.
And why are you...
Do it again.
Give us a big laugh.
So Dada, you mean silly Dada?
Silly Dada. Look like a heart.
What are you doing, Papa? Hello. What are you doing?
A hole.
You're digging a hole?
Mm-hmm.
What for?
The
Ducks?
Yeah.
What ducks?
The ducks for the dirt is because we don't fill up the water.
So we don't have any ducks.
We did. It's a 10 ducks.
We did. Where? Where did we have these ducks? We never had any ducks.
Oh, we do have some bunnies.
Hmm?
We do have some bunnies.
We have bunnies?
Mm-hmm.
Where are the bunnies?
The two there.
We don't have any. These are imaginary ducks and imaginary bunnies. All right, listen. Zahra, you have allergies, okay? And so we don't want you to start sneezing and have a runny nose because of all of this dust, okay? All right, Leila?
Yes.
You too. We don't want any runny nose and sneezing, so we don't rake up the dust, the dirt, okay? So maybe right here would be better for the ducks, but we don't have to dig it up.
Huh? What this doing here?
Ox. I don't know, but that's not something to play with. Okay.
Good for the ducks.
So you want some ducks?
Yes. Ducks are cute.
Oh, really? Like Donald Duck?
Mm-hmm. I like the baby ducks.
You like the baby ducks. The baby ducks are nice.
Yes, I like to swim.
Yeah. All right, you ready to go inside and do a little school now?
No.
No?
No.
All right, I'm going to give you a few more minutes outside here, okay? But then you have to come inside and we do some lessons. You want to go and play with the big sisters? Yes. You like Mama's ring? You want one of Mama's ring? Yeah? You want one like it too? Don't worry. You'll get one like it soon, soon, okay?
I want one.
You want one too?
Dad has one.
Yes, Daddy has one, but Daddy's one is plain.
Mm-hmm.
Mommy's one is better looking. Daddy's one is boring.
Come, give it a little zoom in.
And Daddy's one is gold.
Zahra, so look at it.
Whoa. It's
You like it?
Mm-hmm. It's so shiny.
It's so shiny, yeah.
And the blue thing on it.
Yes, a blue thing. A blue stone. Do you want one? But first to get one, you need to have one like him. You need a husband.
But I don't
You're
have
not.
one.
Tell him what this
Listen.
came up.
On Sunday.
It was something. It was Monday.
Monday?
Yeah.
Monday, Zahra is looking at my... This is an actual engagement and wedding ring for those of you who have never seen it before.
Simple.
Right. I don't usually wear it around the house because in doing housework, I don't want it to get scratched up and you know, stones go missing and things like that. So Zahra looks at it and says to me, oh, you know, it's pretty. And she says how much she likes it and she wants one.
Then Tina says to her that, oh, you want one, but you have to get a husband first. And I'm like, you can buy a ring. There's no problem in buying a ring.
But
there.
it's not a
Wouldn't be a
wedding
wedding
ring. Exactly. It will
That's
just be a
true.
ring.
That's true. Then she comes over to my ring and looks and says, you don't have a blue one. A blue what? I said, what blue what, Zahra? She's actually talking about the stone. So, of course, my ring is a plain ring. Doesn't have any sapphire or any stone, any fandangos in it. And that's where the problem starts. Especially because the day before, or the Saturday before, Tina and I were at a location and there was just, you know, a young man, young chap.
And I was inquiring, you know, it looked like a grounded young man. So I was like, I wonder how old this young man is. I have a 15-year-old who will, you know, at some point need to, you know, start dating and, you know, start looking around for a spouse. And so my mind started to turn and ask him his age. And
So of course, I see her, you know, it's a good looking young man, look respectable, ambitious. She sees a prospect, and then when she tells me, I'm like, oh my gosh. You're right. This is not that far away, and then
yeah, you might have to start somewhere.
But then I extrapolate to it being not just
Not
Hannah,
just one.
but then there's Leila, there's Zahra, there's Eden, there's Ava. I'm like, what?
The process don't even start yet, and him gone way down the line with the rest. Even though there is this big gap, but once you get to Leila, it's like boom, boom, boom,
It's
boom, boom,
like
boom, boom.
double, right? It's like boom, 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 4 one time. So yeah, that was definitely something to stop and think about.
Yeah, because you know you have, and then last night we were having this discussion that, boy, I can understand why in some cultures they have arranged marriages, because you want the best for this
For your
child that you have
yeah.
invested so much in.
Yeah.
And you know you know all the pitfalls,
Or the potential
the
pitfalls.
potential pitfalls of choosing the wrong spouse. And so you kind of want to, help them to avoid some of these pitfalls.
Sorry, what were you saying?
It bring back some memories.
Yeah, man. It's yeah. So I have to be able to do some reconnaissance and background checks. That private investigator side of me. I have to start.
So how I view it, is that you can, as a young person who is looking to find a spouse, you are responding most times to some initial physical attraction to somebody. Yes, you might investigate and everything, but your mind, the mind of the person, becomes so clouded by all of those chemical reactions happening, as you respond physically to the individual who you have an interest in, because that is, let us admit it, the initial response. So somebody has to be there who is thinking logically and evaluating objectively whether or not this match is really a sound match. And you have to start from early, because whether or not as parents we like it, our children, our teenagers are looking at other persons, at members of the, well, I was about to say at members of the opposite sex, but these days, my lord, that's not the only thing that's happening. But nevertheless, our children, our teenagers are looking at individuals who they could be in relationships with, and for some of them these may be potential spouses, these may be partners that they're looking for life. And I think it's our duty as parents to help that process. And so even though Hannah is 15 and a bit young for dating, no doubt, this is a time in her life, a very important time in her life when she's looking. And so I think this is a time to start, instilling in her what's important to look out for. It's something that we've talked about, both Paul and I have talked to Hannah about from she was very young, coming up, 11, 12 years old coming up. We talked to her about what you look for, I always said to her, see, Uncle Paul, yes, that's the kind of husband you want to have. That's who you want to have, as a husband. Those are the kind of traits that you want to look for. That's the kind of thing I said to her, and I kind of pinpoint, specific things, not in any overly serious way. It just comes up in daily conversation. Something happens around the house and I'm teasing Paul or appreciating him, and I will just say to Hannah, look at that man, look at that guy. So let us know what you guys think about this, because I think especially nowadays, we have to have some serious, very frank conversations about these things with the way the world has been going. So tell me what your experience has been. Some of you have grown children. What was it like? Were you involved in the process of selection? Some of you have children who are at Hannah's age. Some of you have younger children coming up. Some of you don't have any. So I want to know what your opinion is. Would you as a parent get involved to that extent? And also, if you are not a parent yet, if you're still a young person, because we do have young persons who watch this channel, would you want your parents to be involved in the selection of the person that you ultimately marry? We know that we want our parents to approve. We don't want to be married to somebody who our parents object to. That doesn't make for harmony in the family. So I don't want to say I'm imposing my opinions on neighborhood, but I want to hear what the neighborhood has to say.
5, you know, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 girls. 5 times I'm going to have to be the giveaway. Parent. But you know what I'm reminded of? Proverbs 22 verse 6 says, train up a child in the way he should go, and when he's old, he won't depart from it. It's our responsibility as parents. What we can do now is that we have the influence over them at this stage, and so we're able to instill godly principles, the fear of God, the ways of God into our children. And we just have to do this fervently and be unrelenting about what we pour into them. The Bible also says the fear of God is the beginning of wisdom. So you know what I mean? If we continue as parents to train them up in the right way, to fear God, to do the things of God, that is the beginning of wisdom. And God's heavenly wisdom that is spoken of in Proverbs will guard them and will lead them into making good decisions, not just about their partner, but generally. I'm talking to myself, and I'm encouraging you as well. Not just the parents who may feel a little anxious about the decisions that their children will make, but also the children who may be saying, boy, I hope I make a good decision, because it is a major decision in life. At the end of the day, neighbors, trust God. And I'm talking to myself as well. 5. You know what? It's been great sharing this day with you and our thoughts. Be sure to let us know what you think. Write in the comments. And we'll see you again sometime soon. Alright, take care. One love.